Oh, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy November 1st,
Good morning.
everyone. Good morning. May I request that everyone turns in their camera so that we can start our program and also do our roll call. Good morning, everyone. Happy November 1st. It's the start of November, and I'm very much looking forward to your presentations. As per usual, you guys look very dashing and beautiful in today's presentation. So I really do wish you guys, um, I really wish that you guys would be able to present in the best of your ability, which I know that you will later on. Okay, so we have here four teams. I think right now we are live streaming on YouTube. So as like what I always say, just say hi to your classmates, to your teachers, as well as to your friends, if anyone is watching. Um, and congratulations, by the way. I think I forgot to say that at the start of our meeting a few seconds ago. Congratulations for making it up to the second round of debate. And I'm very much looking forward with your presentations. I hope that you are prepared. That's the first one, prepared and also ready to face the challenge of the second round. Okay. So we'll start a roll call very quickly so that later on, once we start our program, we no longer would be doing a roll call per team. So once I call your group, just say or just unmute your mics. We have our groups first. I think that's the first thing that we can do right now so that we can just make sure that everyone is in the call. So for the first group for the affirmative team, I think I forgot to correct myself last time. Sinai, could you just please unmute yourselves? Just say hi.
Hi.
Okay. Thank you. So much energy. Thank you guys. Claim crushers. Just unmute yourselves.
Hello.
Hannah.
Hi.
All right. Thank you so much. I saw four matches. For the second match, we have Cyborg, Deja,
Hi.
Omar, Layan, and Anod.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Femi1 Connect. Just say hi.
We're all here.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay. In one account.
We're in the same room, but
We're in
not
the
in the
same
same
room.
account.
Okay. All right. Okay. We also have match three, Ration AI or Ration AI.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. All right. Thank you
Hi.
so much. Cognita.
Hello.
Okay.
Hi.
I
Hi.
only saw Lara. Okay, there you go. Giovanna as
Hi.
well. Lara. Okay. Thank you so much. The argumates.
Hey.
Okay, I saw Eduarda. Sorry, the argumates. Seba, Lean, Sarah, and Kayan. Say hi, please, just so that. Okay, Lean, give me a minute. Logic forward. Mateus, Thais, Eduarda, and Kleber.
Hi.
Okay. All right. So I'm seeing Kleber here. So Kleber here. So later on we can check if the other teams are here. Okay. So again to formally welcome you to our presentation for the day, I will be showing you right now our second round subtopic, which will be on the first part of our presentation. I believe this has been sent to you before, so please do remember our subtopic for today. I think last time we had a few hiccups in between of our presentation. So I do hope that for this specific presentation or for this specific round, everything would be clear. And if there's anything that confuses you, I hope that you have already clarified it before. So for this second round, our subtopic will now focus on the employment part. You can place yourselves as the employer, you can place yourselves as the employee or a business owner. It depends on you.
Sarah.
It what
Guys,
sorry?
100. Double Amjad, go.
Kayan. Okay. So what's important? Thank you so much. Please don't forget to mute yourselves. So our focus right now is AI and employment, and our motion focuses on AI will create more jobs than it destroys for the generation or for their generation. So for all affirmative team, you have to focus your ideas, your arguments, your statistics. I know that it's really important and it's really valuable right now that you put yourselves in the position wherein you see yourselves in the future as employees, employers, or again in the employment sector. AI will generate new industries, roles, and opportunities that don't exist today, just as past technological revolutions did. Well, for the negative part, this is where you will have to place or position yourselves. AI will automate many current jobs faster than new ones are created and leaving many people unemployed or underemployed. Okay, so again, please make sure that you focus your positions, your stand, your questions, as well as think about some questions that might also arise in between the crossfire questions that you will have. Okay, so I think in this round, I will be proceeding in our first match. So I will be requesting all others to be leaving the call. Just to note that you will have, or we will be strictly enforcing our timer. We will be enforcing our new clock, which will be live on Zoom. So we will be, or we will not be, rather, we will not be extending our times anymore. And the clock is something that will be visible on both ends. Okay, so right now, I think it's time for match one to please stay in the call. Sinai, and Claim Crushers, and then the rest I will call you once it's your turn. Okay? I'll see you in a while.
Can I just say something? One of our teammates, Rose, she's kind of sick today, so she's gonna try to participate as much as she can, but she's having a sore throat, so she might not be able to participate as much.
Okay, sure. Is Rose the one who's named as user?
No, she's
No, it's me.
Ah, okay, Rose A. Okay, all right. So I'm not sure who's user. Do we have it, or she left or he left? Okay. So right now we have here Sinai, Hannah, Rose, Ishal, and Huda. I will be projecting our new clock as of speaking so that we can start. So just to note, we will be following still our format, 25-minute round format. Opening statements will be 2 minutes each. We will have the crossfire questions, the moderator twist questions, the open floor debate, and the closing statements. Do you see the clock right now with you?
no.
No? 1 second, please. Can you see the timer on top of your screens? It's not shared, but it should appear on the right side.
Yeah.
Can you see it? Okay. All right. So I would just request for it to be restarted to 2 minutes so that we can start with Sinai. Then once you see it, please go ahead. Okay.
Hello, everybody. Sinai team here. Today, we will be discussing how AI can shape future employment for the better by providing safety measures, saving time, money as well, by adding new job offers to the market for future generations.
We believe AI will open up innovative job opportunities for the masses while managing responsibility over repetitive and unsafe tasks, giving time for people to use their creativity in their workspace and to support the mental health of others who are overworked.
Just like how machines were introduced and initially meant a position and work for the laborers who would lose their jobs, we ended up embracing the fact that machines were serving construction and farmers in their work and turned us into a better society without ridding those laborers of their work opportunities. as well as the fact that AI doesn't have the negative emotional aspects that a human person can possess, such as corporate greed and discrimination. Therefore, we believe it won't be as biased as a human interviewer or employer or even an employee would be if we instill in it the brighter side of human emotions, such as compassion and understanding.
We're done here.
Okay, all done, Sinai? Thank you so much. Okay, so I think we will be restarting our timer to 2 minutes for our next team. Once you see the timer, please go ahead. Okay, so please take a look at on the right.
Hi everyone, we're the negative team and we strongly believe that AI will destroy jobs more than it creates them. For many years, humans have worked hard with their very own hands, creating architecture, technology, and leaving by the essence of what it is to be human. Yet today, these same hands are being replaced by a line of code. A new player has entered the game, artificial intelligence, and it doesn't just walk beside us, it quietly overthrows us. Beneath this shiny promise of efficiency lies a much darker truth. It isn't creating opportunities, it's consuming them.
Technology has always brought change in the past. We've seen that in the Industrial Revolution, the internet, and other major technological advances. But here's the main difference. These changes happened over decades, giving people time to adapt. AI is different. It's changing and developing at a pace we've never seen before, in months instead of years. And according to the World Economic Forum, actually, the millions of jobs will be lost before new ones even exist. That will leave billions of livelihoods at risk because there is no time to transition.
Even the new jobs that AI does create usually require specific and advanced skills. Not everyone can become a data scientist or a machine learning engineer. This creates a massive skill gap. Furthermore, MIT researchers have already warned us that AI is replacing middle to low skill jobs faster than people can adapt, which just widens the gap between rich and poor.
Finally, there's the ethical side. When companies replace humans with algorithms, they're not just cutting costs, they're replacing human judgments, empathy, and accountability. AI can't truly understand fairness or compassion, yet it's being used in areas such as hiring and healthcare. That's a serious risk. So while the idea of AI creating new jobs sounds promising, the reality is much harsher. It's moving too fast, deepening inequality, and putting millions of livelihoods in danger.
Great. Thank you so much. Do you hear the sound?
Yeah.
Do you hear the sound? Okay, congratulations for finishing up to the last second, not minute, last second of our opening statement. So right now, I will be opening the floor for crossfire questions. Again, 1cc, as per usual, as what we did on the first round, crossfire questions. We start first with Sinai, and then we go to the next team, which would be the girls, and then we proceed the opposite way. Okay. Again, we may entertain rebuttals, clarifications. Just make sure that you limit your presentation or you limit your answers into only 45 seconds. Okay, so that we can proceed to the next team. Okay, we're setting up the timer to 8 minutes right now. Once you see it, Sinai, please go ahead.
Yes, okay. My question is that she says that AI replaces human judgment, but human judgment can be discriminatory sometimes. So AI helps with it. So what do you think on the judgmental and discriminatory interviewers and the aspect of it? We're done with the question.
Our answer to that is AI is only as biased as the data it's been trained on. Humans train AI, so whatever judgment that the trainer of the AI possesses, it'll pass on to the AI. And AI can't properly deal with those biased opinions as a human can, creating more problems and inequality.
Okay. Sure. Go. So you're done with your
Additional
question?
questions?
Okay, so our question is, can you name any AI-related jobs that a normal average worker can transition into easily, not a tech expert, just an average worker?
Mm-hmm.
Can you repeat your question?
Can you repeat?
Can you name any AI-related jobs that a normal factory worker can easily transition into?
For example, you know how in Shein and those other high mass producing what are they called?
Companies and
Companies, yeah.
industries.
Yeah, they oftentimes have to use children and laborers to overwork them to mass produce these items that we purchase. AI, for example, can help manage with some of the work that the overworked
Overworked people
laborers.
use.
Yeah, for example, such as what is it called again?
Let's say people that work in factories, they can be easily replaced by AI just to save time and just to make it more efficient. Yeah, we're done here with the answer.
Yeah.
We're done with the answer. Okay, next question.
Questions, please, Sinai.
Okay. Yes, I
If AI can make work safer and more efficient, why should we limit its use in like a daily work? Why should we limit its use?
Efficiency doesn't always mean employment. If you're going to risk the millions of workers' livelihoods just to be efficient, then isn't that come back to ethics? Why would you ruin a family's maybe main source of income just to help out big firms in creating more money?
AI.
You answer?
Yeah, but like no, AI stops that. AI prevents those families from losing their members. For example, machineries
Yes,
helped with construction workers.
Income.
They helped with construction workers, and their income, they balanced it out so that people who don't have food, they can use the machinery and function with it without like threatening their lives and without threatening their income at the same time.
They may have lose their jobs, but that doesn't make a difference. Their jobs can be replaced with other jobs. A cleaner, or let's say a guy who works at a school, not a teacher. Let's just say he's a worker, right? His job can be partially replaced by AI, so it makes it more efficient, right?
And that raises the concerns that if companies know that it's easier to use AI instead of real humans, then they won't need to keep paying these humans for jobs that AI is already making. So they won't need these people anymore, and these people will lose their lives because they're being fired and being replaced by AI. They don't have any
Yeah,
source of income.
yes, people can adapt. It just happened with machinery and farmers, basically. It was changed. Instead of laborers, there was machinery who does the crops and the farming and everything. Did all the laborers lose their jobs? Yes, but did they adapt? And now it's easier, more efficient, and it's better now. Are you like, your statement is that just because they're gonna lose their jobs, that means it's not gonna be better? Okay, do you think that we go back to the age where people are in labor and using farmers like actual people, or machinery is better?
We're being used as slaves
See, that's
instead of masters and stuff.
Sorry.
You're saying
Yeah,
that
that's the main difference between AI and other past technological advances. AI is different because it's growing at a pace we've never seen before. These past technological advances, for example, the internet or the industrial revolution, these happened over years and decades. This gave people time to adapt and to retrain their skills into things that are like new jobs that are being created. But AI is different because it's growing in months and it's replacing them very easily. They won't have time to adapt. Like if you let's say if a farmer is, or let's say if a worker in a factory is being replaced by AI. Now there's machines in the factory that you won't need a factory worker anymore. How will this person try to navigate into an AI related job or a job that AI has created recently? For example, an AI engineer or a data analyst. How is this going to, how are they going to transition into this role when they only ever worked in factories and they only ever know factories? How are they going to adapt to these situations?
Well, you're talking about it as if AI was just created months ago. No, it's been there for years, the pace, you're talking about pace, but pace is not everything, people can adapt quickly to everything. Your argument is that it's adapting, like how people adapt, but people can adapt in a short terms. It doesn't mean that it's just 2 months or something.
Okay, also, there are jobs that are being, or the jobs is that you supervise over the machine, over the code that is doing the progress or doing the work. That means that a guy or a worker with some experience, or maybe experience, would navigate the machine or help the machine with partially doing its job or his job, which will make it easier for him. Plus, that
Save
it will be
time.
way more efficient and it will save time, as my teammate said here. And yeah, it'll be overall efficient and quicker, and may even increase sales for a factory. Because in business, the money is time, and when you do stuff in little time, that means that equals more money, and lower labor or lower workers or lower amount of workers. That will also mean that you're not going to spend as much money into making the product, which will affect multiple variables such as the price of the product and all of that stuff.
Yes, but who does that benefit? Does that benefit the company itself or the average workers' lives that are being replaced? And yes, it's efficient. It's efficient to the company, but it's not efficient to the people who have families who this is their only source of income. And you
Okay,
also mentioned something, sorry, you mentioned something about like supervising multiple machines. This is correct. You can do that. That is a job that is similar to their old jobs, but this won't be needed as much. For example, you have 100 workers in a factory. They won't need 100 workers to supervise the machines that are doing their job for them. They only need like a few less than them. So the amount of jobs because of that it's not like the same.
Okay, but your point is an empathetical point. For you, you're now a company owner. Are you gonna do what's a beneficiary to your company and what's gonna make it more efficient and what's gonna get you more sales? Or are you gonna worry about people that you should employ and give money to? We're talking about efficiency here. We're not talking about giving out jobs.
Okay,
Okay.
Sinai and Claim Crushers, I'm stopping the time because it already reached 8 minutes. So right now we will be proceeding to the moderator twist questions. Okay, I know that we still have a lot of questions in between. I'm also taking down notes here of your point of views, your stand, and also position. So right now we will be setting up the timer for the moderator twist questions. Okay, I know that last time we were not able to, I think for Sinai, we were not able to do this last time with the moderator twist. So I'm taking advantage of it right now so that you guys can also, we can also test the answers that you will be presenting for us. So we have 3 minutes just so that everyone has an idea. We have 3 minutes for our moderator twist questions, but the 3 minutes will be for both of you, which means that I will be stating the questions for 30 seconds, and each one of you should be answering the question as the timer reach minus 30. Okay, so I think I would be setting up the timer right now so that you can see it, and then I will proceed in the question for 30 seconds. Okay? Okay, so right now, here for 30 seconds, this is the question for Sinai. A teenager creates an AI app that automates 100 office jobs. Is this a success or a problem? Okay, again, a teenager creates an AI app that automates 100 jobs, regardless of the field. Is that a success or a problem?
Can we answer this?
You have 1 minute. You have 1 minute to prepare, and then 30 seconds to answer later on. Okay, time is up. So right now, you guys have 30 seconds
We're gonna answer and you can jump
to
in.
answer. Please wait for the timer to start so that we can officially make sure of the time of your answers. So again, you only have 30 seconds to answer it. 30 seconds now.
Okay. Well, it depends on which fields, like those 100 fields. Are they correlated with one another or are they unrelated? If it's unrelated, then it might not be as efficient and it could just give misinformation out. But if it's related to, for example, collecting data from, for example, complaints about a community, then it sets out those data and gives out those data, then yeah, it can be efficient in solving problems in the community or solving problems in, for example.
Okay. There, you hear the sound? Thank you so much. So the sound is already activated, which means that your time is up. Okay. I will now proceed to ask the question to Claim Crushers. Claim Crushers, again, you have 1 minute. So I will be setting up the 30 seconds just for me to ask the questions. AI increases company profits by 20%, but employment falls by 10%. Is this a good trade-off? Again, AI increases company profits by 20%, but employment falls by 10%, which is half. Is that a good trade-off? So right now we will be having 4 more seconds before the 1 minute timer, which should start. Okay, so we are setting up right now the timer for 30 seconds. Claim Crushers, once you see the timer, please make sure that you proceed in answering the question. Sinai, can you please unmute? Thank you. 30 seconds now.
You asked if it was a good trade-off or not. We believe that it isn't because companies that receive this jump in profit are already rich and they're likely huge corporations who earn this amount of money every day. But the workers who get laid off, they're most likely living off of that job. They're living off of the salary they receive from that job. So no, it is not a good trade-off in our opinion.
Okay, thank you so much. We're right on time, which you will hear the sound. So right now we will proceed with the open floor debate. I know that sometimes the sound makes a little bit, a disruption, but I hope that everything is fine with you guys. It's a congratulatory sound for you. So right now we will proceed with a open floor debate, which will last for 6 minutes. So again, it would be an opposite way or an opposite manner of presentation. It means that once you see that the 3 minutes is done for the other team, you can proceed on doing the same thing as well for Sinai and Claim Crushers. So we will be setting it up for 6 minutes, which should start in any moment. And Sinai, you can proceed in stating your position, your stand, your point of view, after which we will proceed with the Claim Crushers. Right now.
Okay, so employers throughout history and just society in general has looked down on the lower classes for as early as the Egyptian empires, which makes it so that the empathetical standpoint in whether AI should take over in employment or not extremely difficult to talk about because Employers are always looking for their own benefit, but we're also looking for the benefit of our future generations. AI has been helping with the future generations pick up on jobs by making their own businesses.
Yeah, by helping them do their own businesses at home. Many teenagers nowadays, with all the AI that we have now, are actually starting their own online businesses, such as drop shipping and print on demand items, which later on can help their families, not only the teenager himself or herself, it can help the whole family. It can retire the parents. They can, of course, enjoy their life more, unlike their parents back in the day.
Okay, and also, I heard that the opposing team mentioned something about rich people, and not everybody's rich, and how most of the people depend on that job that they're getting replaced by. I don't think that's the case because rich people already are rich, so they won't out for something to make them poor or make them lose money in general. But poor people, they depend on other businesses. As my friend said here, e-commerce. They depend on their own projects, their own shops. They make their own stuff, and it keeps going on.
Yes, and we're talking also, our stance here is that what's beneficiary for the future, for companies, for what's gonna happen in the future, and what if it's this gonna lead to more profits or not. We're not talking about every single employer, because that's not how we should think. Because people who are losing their jobs, that's sad, but they can adapt. They've been adapting for years and years and years. Every single time an evolution happens, and something that comes and gets them laid off or something, they can adapt. But we're talking about here about something, a project, AI, which can help in every field, not every field specifically, but most fields, So our stance is that that's something that will help our future generations in many, many forms. Yeah, we're done. That's our stance.
Okay, I'd like to answer
Main pressure.
your first claim, where you said that this has been happening for a really long time, since the olden days, that people are getting replaced by machinery and whatnot. Well, I would like to say that historical patterns don't guarantee the same future. Past revolutions, like the Industrial Revolution, gave workers decades to adapt, while AI gives them months at the very most. And economists like Darren A. Smoglu from MIT warned that AI's displacement effects exceed job creation because it targets both manual and cognitive labor. Quote, unlike past technologies, AI can automate tasks across all industries, not just routine work, end quote. The skill mismatch is the real crisis. For example, you can't retrain a 50-year-old taxi driver to become an AI data scientist overnight.
And if you're talking about all the new jobs that are going to be created, these jobs are few and specialized at most, and especially inaccessible. The new roles could be, for example, AI engineers, ethicists, and data analysis, but these all require STEM backgrounds and advanced educations. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development found that in 2023, that only 1 in 10 workers had the technological capabilities needed for AI-related jobs. Historically, new jobs serve smaller elite groups, such as tech professionals, not factory or retail workers. And if you're going to make such a huge change, would you not want it to benefit the globally, or would just benefit elite groups? The corporations that are going to be facing the most impact are Amazon, OpenAI, or Google, which won't use this to level the playing fields. Instead, they'll use it to eliminate competition entirely, which will ruin local markets, the job opportunities in local markets.
Can we speak about it? Because I wanted to say something about, you said that AI isn't accessible to everyone or something about that point. No, AI is available to everyone. And the biggest proof of that is that a supermarket worker, as you just mentioned, can have access to AI, create pictures, and even help himself with ideas from AI or AI based. See, I know not everybody will have the same equal what's it called?
Access.
Access to the AI, because there are premium models and so and so. but still everyone has access to AI. They can make businesses and business ideas with it.
As you said, specific fields. I think AI can be included in many fields, such as the medical field. It can be simply used as just storing and analyzing the data of what people like. Okay, a patient for some reason had this, and that surgery. It can be all put into a file using AI, and just that's just a simple task and job. People in the hospital can have like an AI system where their patients are the records. It's just as simple as record.
Yeah, doctors are extremely overtired as well as nurses by having to always keep track of that. So yeah, AI can help with keeping track.
All right.
It's working with, not against.
Okay.
Can I reply?
So I think right now you just heard the beep. It's not the sound anymore that you heard earlier. But 6 minutes is already done. And I think we can no longer entertain any further rebuttals from each side. Okay. So right now we will proceed with the closing statements, which is a structured 2-minute structured presentation for each of the team. We will start with Sinai and then proceed with the claim crushers. Okay. So once you see the 2 minutes, Sinai, please proceed with your closing statements. It should appear now. Go ahead.
Artificial intelligence is not here to take away our jobs, it's here to transform them. Throughout history, every major invention, from electricity to computers, has made people worry about job loss. But in the end, technology always creates more opportunities, not fewer. AI is doing the same.
It helps us work faster, safer, and smarter. It takes care of repetitive or risky tasks, allowing humans to focus on creativity, leadership, and innovation, the things that are truly make us human. In hospitals, AI helps doctors save lives. In business, it improves decisions. And in education, it helps students learn better.
Instead of fearing AI, we should actually learn to work with it. With proper training, we can turn this technology into a powerful tool that benefits everyone.
The future of work isn't humans versus AI. It's humans and AI together, building a smarter, safer, and more productive world. Thank you. Yeah, okay, that's it.
Thank you so
Thank you so much, Sinai. You still have 1 minute, but let's just end it that way. Again, once you already have said everything that you want to say with the closing statements, I believe it should be enough, right? So now we will proceed with the claim crushers. As per usual, you will see a timer on your right. So please make sure that you always take a look at on your right. Once it starts, please go ahead. Okay.
As you've shown today, the idea that AI will create more jobs than destroy sounds hopeful, but is not realistic. AI is not moving at the same pace as past technological revolutions. It is advancing too quickly for people to keep up. Millions of workers are already being replaced before they even have the chance to retrain, and the jobs being created require advanced skills that most people do not have. On top of that, AI is concentrating power and wealth in the hands of a few large companies while the rest of society is left behind. This creates a future where opportunity is limited, where hardworking people are replaced by machines, and where profit is valued more than people.
The truth is that AI might create some new opportunities, but those will come too late and reach far too few. The costs, such as mass unemployment, inequality, and loss of human connection, are far greater than the benefits. So when we think about the future, we have to ask ourselves, what kind of progress do we want to see? A world that replaces humans or a world that values them? Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Claim Crushers. I'll take it as a sign that you are done. Let's end our match here, as both of the team have already presented their stand, their arguments, their position, as well as their take on both affirmative and the negative side. So I thank you so much for attending this second round. As per usual, within the next week, we will send you the results. And I wish you very well and have a great weekend, guys.
Thank you.
Bye for now. Bye bye. Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you.
Congratulations, both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for attending the second round. We have two teams in the call. So I will just quickly say the name for the benefit of our viewers right now. So we have here Cyborg and Fam UN Connect. Okay. Right now, we will still be following our 25-minute round format, but the only difference is that on the right screen, on the upper right screen of your Zoom applications, you will see a timer. Okay, so we will no longer share the screen, but here on the right, there you will see a timer. Do you see it right now? Okay,
Yes,
so
we
we
do.
will reset the timer to 2 minutes so that we can start our opening statements. Okay, we will start with Cyborg with your opening statements. Once you see it, please take the time to proceed with your opening statements. It should appear now.
Okay. So in 1942, nuclear power was invented. And nuclear power is actually very beneficial for our environment, and it helps to generate great energy. But humans used it in a really bad way. We're using like creating nuclear weapons, which genuinely destroy our planet. So I feel like this actually can be implemented into AI. AI is a great technological invention. It's extremely amazing, but people still use it in an incorrect way, using it unethically, using it to create a whole research. AI, yes, it will actually just a second, please. AI will play a role in people like losing their work or their employment, but it actually opens new career jobs and career opportunities like prompt engineers. It actually genuinely increases productivity as well. AI helped in there was an AI called AlphaFold, which was created by Google, which helps in accurately predicting 3D structures of proteins, which actually helps in creating new medicines. And it was actually implemented in medicines such as sickle disease and diabetes and even breast cancer. It was stated in a metaverse conference in 2023 by Dr. Ibtihal Bassiouni that AI will not replace humans, it will replace humans without AI, which means that you need to learn how to use AI to actually not lose your job, and you need like to go with the pace of how the world is going now. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. It's right on time. Khadija, thank you so much. You hear the beep once you hear that. It's already time. It's a time's up for you guys. Okay, so right now we will proceed with the FEMUN once you see the clock. Again, on the right screen, top right screen, upper right screen. Either way, you should please go ahead with your opening statements.
Good morning, everyone. The proposition claims that artificial intelligence creates jobs, but history and current data shows the opposite. AI doesn't expand employment, it concentrates it. Let's look at present. In the 80s, at USA factories where the robots entered there, the trade adjustment assistance program trying to display and also retrain enslaved workers. Decades later, fewer of 40% found new full-time jobs, and those who did earn up to last 30% jobs. In the UK, after the automation hit the coal and the steel industries, engineering regions never recovered. Retaining schemes sound promising, but you can't turn a miner into a programmer to overnight. And today, the same pattern repeats. AI is cutting millions of white-collar jobs faster than any government can react.
The positive team may tell you that AI creates new roles, but those roles are too few, too technical, and too short-lived. One engineer maintaining a chatbot can replace hundreds of call center workers. That's not job creation, that's job compression. As AI systems improve, even those new jobs vanish. AI doesn't grow the job market, it polarizes it. High-skilled experts benefit, while middle-class job routine workers disappear. That means more inequality, weaker power, and downward pressure on wages across all sectors. Productivity rises, but employment and income stability falls. The same jobless growth we have seen since the beginning of automation. So let's be clear. AI may create a few new titles, but it destroys the fundamental base of stable work. It replaces career ladders with temporary gigs and call that innovation. AI doesn't build the workforce of the future. It just builds the machines to replace it.
Okay, thank you so much, Isabella, for that very much a summarized version of what Lucas have mentioned, but also added information about it. So right now we will proceed as per usual with our crossfire questions. So this is the time for you guys to ask questions, clarify some points, and also make sure that you point out specific statistics, I suggest, from each of the team's presentation. So as what we have done before, we will start first with the affirmative asking questions, and then the negative answers, negative ask questions, and then the other way around. So this will run for 8 minutes, crossfire. Okay? So once you see it, the timer again, please go ahead and start, which should happen right now.
It should be affirmatives or negative.
Cyborg, please go ahead with the questions first.
If you say AI will lead to mass unemployment, how do you explain that companies leading in AI development like US and China have strong job markets?
Yuan, please clarify. And sorry, please answer.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Well, it's true, but the China job market is already very consolidated. And yet, for those industries to continue, the number of jobs that are taken back are so much larger, but the only information that they may compare is that. During the World Economic Forum itself, admitted that automation can replace more jobs than it can create. It's a yet a problem that is developing. It's not the final version of it. Lucas, can you say something? Lara would like to talk.
So adding to what Isabella said, China's industry is already very concentrated in the technological part. So it's easier for them to create new technological jobs because people there already have bachelor degrees in technology, for example. So it's much easier for China, that is a developed country, than for developing countries to expand in the AI part of business.
Do we ask questions again or the negative side?
Yes. Negative side
can
first.
Ask the question? Okay.
Yeah, Yuan.
Can you guys name a single historical moment when automation created more stable jobs than it destroyed in short
term? Yes, we can give examples like when we started car industries in the world, a few jobs may be taken, but I think a few more jobs have been created because of cars. So if we stop wanting to develop industries and using technology, we maybe not arrive at a point that we want success and more job opportunities and like this stuff.
That's not what we ask. We ask you to name a single historical moment. Can you guys name one? More stable. Well, we actually did our research and we found out that there's a lot of ones that actually.
Cyborg, would you like to further elaborate your answers you just made earlier? Calling once? Calling twice? Okay, no answers on that. And Cyborg, please go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, so shall I ask? Okay.
Anyone from the team.
So Are we supposed to stop technological progress just because it changed the kind of jobs we do?
Can you repeat that? We didn't quite get it.
Okay, so should we stop to our technological progress just because it changed the kind of jobs we do? Are we supposed to stop that?
Yes, actually, because when you think about it, if a person right now is working, for example, as a teacher, okay, just an example, and AI substitutes the teacher, and it creates new jobs. For example, an extremely advanced type of engineering. How will this teacher that lost their job adapt to that new job? So AI will create new jobs, but they're extremely advanced technologically. So people working in other areas will lose their job and won't be able to gain another job. So yeah, we need to stop that.
I would also like to add what Lara said. We have seen more jobless growth since the 80s. And firms now don't hire people when they can scale and output them with fewer workers. Actually, during the last few years since the 80s in the US, manufacturing productivity rose 40% in the US. But from the 90s to the 2010, employment fell by 6 million. So, should we forget the human part and let people be jobless, or should we continue to advance in something that's actually bothering our society?
No, we shouldn't do that. But why do you think that it will cancel the human part? Why don't you think that it will help the human part? It will make the humans progress more, be more advanced, and think with other kind of way because they have help from a side and they focus on more important stuff in a side. So, in like the example that your friend said about teachers, it maybe it won't cancel teaching jobs. Maybe it will make it better. So, your teacher in your class right now is using AI to help them in making quizzes and stuff like that and use success I guess and they have their job right now. AI isn't something new. We use it for like a lot of years um, right now. So that's it.
Further questions?
Uh,
Please go
There's
ahead. We
one more
still
question
have 1
from
minute
us.
and 30 seconds.
Okay, so the question I want to make is studies show that AI and automation mostly replace routine and low to middle class skill jobs, the ones held by working and middle class people. If AI is really meant to help employment, how can it be justified that it disproportionately harms the very workers who depend on these jobs to survive?
Okay,
You want to
so
shorten your question?
While AI does indeed have some drawbacks when it comes to the issues with unemployment, we can't also deny that automation has helped save a lot of issues, such as working in dangerous manual labor places such as oil drilling and mining, which have been dangerous for years until recently. And this can be proven by just seeing how much automation has replaced what to be considered old-fashioned jobs that required manual labor.
Well, those ancient jobs are actually most people's actual jobs. Creative roles or more corporate roles are limited and often underpaid. And those people really need those jobs to live. And it doesn't matter if we're changing the jobs or taking people for other jobs. Yet people need money. They have their jobs. Most countries don't have neither the. Okay, we need to stop, or can I keep on?
So the timer already stopped, so we can no longer further elaborate on your answers or ask any further questions. So right now, since we're already done with the crossfire questions, I will reset the timer to 1 minute. So basically, for this specific round, we will be asking our moderator twist question. You have 1 minute to prepare and to think about your answers and 30 seconds to answer it later on. Okay. So once I already state the questions, we will start the timer to 1 minute immediately. so that you can already think about your answers. So we will start first with our cyborg team. Okay, cyborg team, here's your question. 70% of young people believe AI will take the future of jobs in different fields. Are they, or do they have the right to worry? Or are they right to worry about this specific problem? Again, 70% of young people believe AI will take their future jobs. Are they right to worry about this specific problem? 1 minute to prepare to think of your answers. Timer will start in a bit. Right now.
Okay, so while AI can help a lot of these issues.
Sorry, Ahmed.
Yes.
I will cut you there. 1 minute to prepare. Later on, you will restart the timer to 30 seconds for you to answer the question. Okay?
Okay, I'm sorry, I got confused.
Chill a bit. No worries. No worries. It's fine. Okay, hear the beep. We will restart the timer. Sorry, the 30 minutes. Once you see it, that's the time for you to start, Ahmed. Okay? Thank you so much.
Okay, so while that is a valid concern to have over AI stealing all of our jobs, I think looking at it at an extremely black and white area is a bit lacking of the issues that cause it, mainly due to the fact that AI can also help, take away from the everyday boring tasks while people can maybe invest in something they're actually passionate about, such as animation or illustration or something that is more self-expressive.
Okay, thank you so much. That's 30 seconds. We will now proceed with FEMUN Connect. Here's your question. Put yourselves in a position wherein you are in a hospital and a nurse is 100% AI powered nurse, which means that this is not human. Would you feel safe being treated by an AI nurse? 1 minute starts now.
Can you repeat again a question?
Let's say you are in a hospital being treated by an AI nurse. Would you feel safe being treated by an AI nurse? We're starting the timer now to 30 seconds. FEMUN, once you start and see the timer running, that's the only time you can start presenting your ideas and your answer.
If we were in a hospital being treated by a nurse with 100% control by AI, something essential will be missing: humanity. So a machine might give me the right medicine a monitor monitor my heartbeat, but it cannot understand my fear, my pain, and my emotions. Human care is not just technical; it is emotional and psychological. Psychological. So that's the power of humanity, and what cannot be replaced by AI.
Thank you so much, Lucas. We will now restart again our timer for the open floor debate. So on this part, again, just to clarify, Rebuttals are not allowed. Questions will not be entertained for each of the team. This is the only time for you to present your stand, your position about the affirmative and the negative side. We will restart it to 6 minutes, but please do take note, Cyborg, that once it reach minus 3 minutes, so once you already have finished your 3 minutes, we will proceed immediately with our FEMU1 Connect. Okay, you should see the timer starting right now.
So can you repeat?
You will be
Yeah,
starting with the open floor debate. So you are not allowed to ask questions, rather just present all the information about your side. 3 minutes only. Although we have 6 minutes, 3 minutes will be intended for you, and the other 3 minutes will be intended for the FEMU1.
Okay, so we start now with the time.
Yes, because you should have started 30 seconds ago.
Okay. So Layan will start.
If AI is a tool, not as a replacement. AI won't just automate tasks, it will augment human capabilities. It will free us from repetitive work, allowing us to focus on more creative, strategic, and empathetic tasks where humans excel at. We're already seeing the rise of new fields like AI ethics officers, prompt engineers, machine learning, legal analysis. We just can't predict how AI will guide us in the future. Transitions are important, but not all jobs have to have a degree in a PhD or college degree. Some jobs, the internet give us web developers, social media managers, and data scientists, roles that didn't exist 30 years ago. Why should AI not make new jobs for us to in the future? That's it. Thank you.
Can
Okay,
I
I will
speak?
take this time. FEMU1,
Okay.
please go ahead.
So, according to BBC News, in an article published just 3 days ago, on October 29th, 2025, Amazon announced plans to cut around 14,000 corporate jobs, saying it wants to be more lean to seize the opportunity of AI. So that clearly shows that AI is being used as a justification to replace people with machines and is not augmenting workers. It's actually using AI to monitor and cut costs.
Yes, and according to BBC, character AI is currently the subject of a legal action from a mother whose 14-year-old son took his own life after reportedly becoming obsessed with one of its AI characters. It's very recent that AI has been taking the job of a therapist, and this is what happens. The case shows how an AI posing as a human-like companion can create emotional dependencies, blurring the line between machine and human, and exploiting vulnerabilities of the person.
AI is evolving faster than any technology we ever had before. During the Industrial Revolution, it took centuries to balance out what happens. Millions starved, migrated, and it created contradictions across the world. That's why if AI evolves so fast, there's no time for natural adjustments, unlike past tech we had. AI doesn't need human operators to scale. It learns, it scales, and self-improves. So if we continue to up to that speed, we will never have time for adjustment in the world. New jobs will come eventually, but not fast enough for the people who are losing theirs.
And finally, talking about responsibility. If AI system, for example, is controlled by an employee, and for some reason they make a mistake, like giving a wrong diagnosis or making a bad decision, who is truly responsible? The worker will probably be blamed or fired, but the real cause is the machine error. So where is the accountability? AI has no conscience, no moral sense, no responsibility. Yet humans are the ones who are paying the price for its failures. So that's why we can't just trust artificial intelligence to take over human jobs. Because when something go wrong, it's never the AI that face the consequence. It will be always us humans being there trying to correct what a machine got the wrong answer.
Yes, and while productivity gains are promising, we must ask who benefits most? If the gain is captured by employers or management rather than the workers, productivity increases don't necessarily translate into better wages or job quality for the employees. Alongside that, gains may be uneven. The OECD found that workers with higher skills report higher performance improvements from AI than less skilled workers.
Isabella, we cannot hear you.
Okay, and about tax creation or new policies by governments. Governments, they're always reactive, not always protective. And no major country right now has currently any policies or tax specifically for AI. There's no safety nets right now. So by the time the policies catch up, displacement has already improved in 100%. And policies, they took years to be approved and all, and AI is moving in months, weeks, days. Each day we see a new news that talks about how AI is improving and how we have new technologies every single day. It doesn't have
Okay, thank you, Isabella. So right now we will proceed. Again, we will restart the timer to 2 minutes. And right now we will proceed with the last part of our debate, which will be the closing statements. So once you're done, just give me a heads up. Once you're done, even though the timer is not yet finished, just so that we can proceed with the next group, okay? So we will restart the 2-minute timer. Cyborg, once you see the 2 minutes, you can already start with your closing statements.
Okay. Okay, so at the end of the day, AI doesn't replace jobs or doesn't make humans less worth. It just helps humans with progressing and help them focus on more important stuff than these boring stuff that fills the jobs. So if you have a job, you have some stuff that's important that you do and some stuff that's not important. So these AI tools help you to finish these not important stuff so you can focus on the creativity part of yourself. And in the other hand, the taking of jobs part and in the future that people are worried that AI will take their places, I don't think it's true because we've already lived with AI for many years, and I don't think so that it takes a lot of jobs. It maybe take some jobs, but it opened a path for more jobs and more higher jobs in financial states and stuff like this. So at the end, we should think about it in a different way. We shouldn't think about it like man or machine. We should think about it like man and machine, just like Cyborg. He is a part machine, part man, and he became a superhero. So that's our point, and thank you.
Thank you so much, Cyborg. So right now, we still have 12 seconds, but we already stopped the timer. We will restart it at 2 minutes. Femi1, once you see the 2 minutes, you may already proceed as is. Okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a world where machines are becoming smarter every day, but we must ask ourselves, at what cost? Artificial intelligence promises progress, but behind that promise hides a serious threat to human employment and dignity. AI is not just replacing factory workers, it's replacing drivers, teachers, designers, even doctors. It's advancing so quickly that new industries simply can't keep up. Millions will lose their jobs before new ones appear. And while some people might adapt, most workers, especially in poorer countries, do not have access to training or education needed to survive in this new world.
AI doesn't make society fairer, it makes it more unequal. Big companies save money, while ordinary people lose their income, their stability, their sense of purpose. The rich get richer, and the rest of us are left behind. That's not innovation. That's injustice. Yes, technology has always changed the world, but AI is different. For the first time in history, we're creating a technology that can replace human thinking itself. And when machines can think, what will be left for humans to do? We must remember, a future built only on efficiency and automation is a future without humanity. Progress should lift people up, not leave them behind. So we stand here today to say, AI will not lead humanity to prosperity. It will lead to a great loss in employment, inequality, and in human purpose. Because the real danger is not the machines will become more like humans. It's that humans will become less like themselves. Thank you.
Also, we are
Thank you so much.
Remoconect, and today we are standing here far more from our country. We are standing here for every human who deserves dignity, work, and a future without being replaced by machines. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucas and Lara. I'm so sorry, Lara, for cutting you there. But thank you so much for the closing statements, Cyborg and Femi Wen. So right now, I will be dismissing you for now, just for now. As per usual, we will announce the winners by the next week. And congratulations. And I wish you a very great weekend, guys. Thank you so much for participating on the second round. Congratulations, and see you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank Just a question.
Bye-bye.
Will there be another meeting today or no?
No. This will be the last.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good morning, Julia, Giovanna. I think right now, while waiting for others to arrive, I would request that you open your cameras. Same for Louisa, Lara, and the user here. User, can you please rename yourself on the Zoom?
Sorry, I'm Laura from Cognita.
Okay. No. Can you rename yourself on the settings? So when
I
you
don't
see
know.
there's supposed to be like a 3 dot blue beside your account. But if not, okay, let's just proceed. Because I took note of
Okay.
of your name, okay?
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Totally okay. So, girls, thank you so much for attending the second round of debate. As per usual, we will be following the 25-minute round format, which you already know and have acquainted in the first round. But there's a new rule, or there's a new setting that we have set up for you guys. On the right screen, upper right screen, you will see a timer later on. Okay, we will not do it right now because we're not there. So you see a timer on the upper right. Do you see it? Upper right screen of your Zoom app. Timer. Do you see it? All girls, you see it? Okay. So once you see the timer starting, we will be proceeding with the first part of our debate, which will be the opening statements. 2 minutes for each of the rounds. Or sorry, 2 minutes for each of the teams. Once you see the timer, we will start first with the Ration AI, and then we will reset the timer for another 2 minutes. Then we will proceed with Cognita. Okay? So please, Ration AI, please get ready. We will be starting the timer for 2 minutes for your opening statements, which you
I
should
have a
see.
question.
Yes, Giovanna.
In the debate round where we'll be speaking, how much time will each contestant have?
It's not about the specific time, but each round is 25 minutes. So for each match, it's 25 minutes. It depends on you how you will divide the 25 minutes, or it's not about how you will divide, but you will be dividing it to 2 minutes for the first part, 6 minutes on the crossfire questions, rather 8 minutes, and then so on and so forth. Okay. So we will start with the 2 minutes for the opening statements. Again, Ration AI, please get ready with your opening statements. You should see the timer right now.
My friend Laura, she's having trouble because she says you're not accepting. Can you see if you can get her in?
Okay, 1 second. Can we? I will be. Okay, she's here. So I will be restarting the timer. Is this Laura Isadora, the Laura Michelle's?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. So we will be restarting the timer to 2 minutes for the opening statement. Ration AI, please go ahead once you see it.
Okay, so we are Ration AI, and we think that AI will actually create more jobs than it will destroy. Because throughout history, we can see a pattern where every time there is new technology introduced, there's a revolution that changes the job market and makes new professions. Many jobs that existed a few decades ago, they don't exist anymore. But if we look to the world today, many of our jobs didn't even exist in the past. So we can see that the world is constantly changing, and whenever we have new technologies, the job market changes as well. There's a creator of an institute about AI, Meredith Whitaker, and she says that AI doesn't replace human labor, but instead it requires different forms of labor. AI can actually boost productivity in these industries, and they can make economic growth and allow more opportunity for everyone. This will generate more demand and will make the economy grow instead of actually taking away our jobs. Um, yeah, that's what we so we deeply believe that AI will actually create more jobs than it will destroy.
All right. Thank you so much, Isadora. Right now, we will restart the timer for Cognita so that you may already present your opening statements. Okay? You should see the timer anytime now.
Hi, and good morning, judges and esteemed members of the opposition. The motion before us today is that this House believes that artificial intelligence will create more employment opportunities than it destroys. Our team stands against this motion. While the rise of AI promises progress, opportunities, efficiency, and etc., we must see that this rapid advancement represents a threat to human employment and social stability. The reality is that AI is replacing more jobs than creating them. So it's taking over tasks that humans have done for decades. Furthermore, the opportunities that AI creates are not accessible to everyone. They require specialized skills, leaving millions of workers displaced. This creates a widening division between a small group of people who benefit from these highly skills and AI, and these people, the majority of the population that faces this unemployment. Yes, AI may generate some new rules, but this is the exception, not the rule. They appear too slowly for too few people. A future driven by AI is where machines advance, but human workers are marginalized, where progress exists for some, but exclusion dominates for many. As we can see from the past previous technological revolutions, they created more jobs than they replaced. And nowadays, AI is automating cognitive tasks at such a rapid speed that this leads to more risk of the displacement of jobs. For these reasons cited above, we believe that we stand against this motion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Julia. So we will be restarting again the timer this time around for 8 minutes. And this is the time for you to ask questions, clarify some points, or maybe point out a specific stand or argument that the other team has presented during the opening statement, or either way around. Okay? So right now, again, once you see the 8-minute timer, we will start first with the Ration AI with asking questions, and then Cognita answers. Cognita may then ask questions before Ration AI can proceed with the answers. Okay. So once you see the timer, again, both of you are already familiar with the process. Please go ahead, Ration AI.
So I'm going to start by saying that in 1979, they created digital spreadsheets, what we know as Excel today. And at that time, everyone said that jobs would be lost, that offices, we wouldn't have to have offices anymore, that this ruined the way things worked. Um, Back then, before they existed, the people who manually wrote numbers were called accounting clerks. And a lot of people who were accounting clerks, they lost their jobs. But this didn't mean that they went jobless. It only meant that now they had a new title. They were called financial analysts. So they used the new technology to do the same thing as before more efficiently. This made sure that multiple industries became even more efficient. They made more products, became more effective, and therefore they made more demand and they needed more people to work. So I wanted to ask the other team, how is AI any different? Because AI will make jobs simpler, just like the digital spreadsheet did. It would make the work simpler. And in the same way the digital spreadsheet did, it will help many industries to create more jobs and become more efficient. So how is AI making harm to jobs if many technologies before didn't show the same pattern?
Are we free to answer? Well, there is an MIT study done by the economist David Otter, and he says that although past technological innovations, like in the Industrial Revolutions and things like that, they resulted in job creation, since 1980, technology has replaced more jobs than it generated. And AI is especially different because it has the capacity to automate cognitive and also creative tasks, things that were not done by previous technologies that replaced more manual labor. So this will threaten the work done mainly by the middle class and white collar citizens, which will alter completely our economic system, resulting in mass deployment.
And as you said, Isadora, from Excel, on Excel, we need to put information there, but Excel doesn't analyze it for us. But AI can do that. So you can put an Excel on AI and it will give the whole answer, the whole study about the information you gave it. So people are need on Excel because they need to analyze. As you said, they became financial analyzers. But nowadays with AI can analyze, can be the financial analyzer. So you may have to check it, but a few people only. And then you have unemployment for all the others that were doing this analysis.
So, can you hear me well? Um, so basically, what we believe is that the job web, the labor web expands itself, and that's a historical process. So it's natural that while time passes, professions will change according to technological advance, just like we had in the Industrial Revolution, for example. Machines were produced and labor was expanded and new job opportunities came around. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a natural social change that correlates itself to the technological advance. So it doesn't mean that because professions are changing, that people are going to be jobless or that professions are going to vanish. It just means that according to the technological advance, these professions are going to change and adapt itself to the rising of new technological opportunities.
Not only
Also,
that, okay, you can talk, Lisa. We'll talk later.
Also, MIT economist David Autor's foundational research shows that technologies do not replace humans, they complement. We are unequally strong in contextual reasoning, emotional nuance, creativity, moral judgment, while AI have the speed, the pattern recognition, the memory, and scaling. When paired, productivity and innovation grows a lot. AI will not make humans fade and disappear from the industry because the world is still human. AI can make things easier and even quicker, but they will never replace us 100% because for you to negotiate and make business, you need a human. At a hospital, even with robots doing the surgery, you need doctors in case something happens. Humans trust humans and have qualities that AI cannot offer. That's why they are here to help and not to replace. Also, the use of artificial intelligence will make things cheaper and more accessible for everyone, while making the human made more expensive and wanted by the rich.
So not only that, since Louisa said that we still need humans because we'll never be 100% replaced, this will only make human labor even more valuable. Because if you think of it, if we have AI in a lot of sectors, the places where AI won't reach are the places where we need human skills. And that those human skills will be even more valuable. So you can't say that human labor won't exist anymore. It will exist and it will be very, very important because it's the thing that only us humans have.
And as
Can
you
I
said,
just add something quickly? As Natalia said, like we are adapting ourselves, the new jobs, because of the AI. And AI is supposed to be a tool. It is not supposed to, you like become the job, not us. If you
And
understand.
also, going back to the jobs, countries that are adopting AI fastest have the lowest unemployment rates, like the US, South Korea, Singapore, and Israel. And the AI related careers are rising 300% since 2015.
okay, so I may say it now. As Louisa said, and complimenting Isadora from my team, you said, Louisa, that AI will help because it will make products more cheaper and human labor more expensive. So I don't see that as a good thing, though, because people will want to buy cheaper things and give money to big industries that use AI. So then humans will be replaced, and their jobs that will be more expensive will be only for a few people that have this money and have the understanding that human products are better. But that doesn't apply for everyone. There's only a few people that think on that.
Okay. Right now, I will have to cut you. I'm so sorry, Lara, for cutting you, but time is up. So we don't have any chance further to elaborate the question or to elaborate the answers. Right now, I think it's time for us to just have a refresher of the moderator twist questions. For this time around, what I will be asking is each one of you, again, what I will be doing rather is that I will be asking a specific question. You have a minute to prepare for your answer and how you will think of, I mean, on how you think the best answer could be. You have 30 seconds to answer it after only 1 minute. Okay, so please do take note. So we will start with
Have
Ration
just a
AI.
question.
Yes,
Will we have 1 minute to answer or 30 seconds? I didn't understand
one
how
minute.
much time.
Sorry,
Okay,
you have
thank
one
you.
minute to prepare, 30 seconds to answer.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, all right. Okay, so we will start first with Ration AI. Here's your question. I think one of the few articles you mentioned earlier talked about different roles in being a financial analyst and whatsoever. Right now, let's place yourselves as a journalist. As a journalist, you are being replaced by an AI writer. Can your news still be trusted? Okay, again, place yourselves as a writer. and one day you're going to be replaced by an AI writer. Can your news still be trusted? You have 1 minute to prepare and think about your answers. Gather some data, starting now.
Shane, I just want to make a question because on this first round, we didn't exactly did a question for them because we started a whole debate.
I know.
So we didn't have time to do our question. How does it goes in this case?
So we will just proceed as is and we will be validating depending on how each one of you asked the question and clarified some points.
Okay, but we didn't really did a question because we didn't have time to.
It's okay. So what you can do is that rather than asking the question, what you can do is later on the open floor debate, you can proceed in clarifying some points on the
Okay.
open floor debate that we will do later on.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Okay. So Ration AI, please proceed. You have 30 seconds. Once you see the timer, please start with your answers.
Okay, so we think that a big part of journalism is emotions, making people understand what's happening through your writing. And a big part of that comes from the emotional sense. So AI can report facts, but it cannot report emotions. And that is a thing that will make us as a journalist different from AI.
Okay, thank you so much. Rashani, I will now ask the question for Cognita. Okay. So Cognita, here's your question. AI now handles 40% of daily work tasks. Should people work less or find new roles? Again, AI now handles 40% of daily work tasks. Should people work less or find new roles? 1 minute. We'll start in a bit, right now, actually. And then later on, you have 30 seconds to answer. Cognita, please get ready. Okay. We're starting the timer now. 30 seconds. Go ahead.
May I answer? Yeah. So, the thought that AI will make people work less, it's wrong because people will still need to get money to buy things and to sustain themselves. Elon Musk said in to New York Times that AI will substitute all jobs and people will be optional to work. But that makes a really huge problem because we are going to give money to
Okay.
big businesses, but not to people that are
Okay.
working and need to
All
find
right.
their role.
Okay, so I think that's it, Lara. Only 30 seconds to answer, okay? So right now we will proceed with the open floor debate. So for the open floor debate, you're not actually allowed to ask any further questions. But if you want to clarify some points that you were not able to mention or say during the crossfire questions, please go ahead on the open floor debate. Okay? We have 6 minutes for the open floor debate. Please make use of the time wisely. The time will start now. Russian AI?
Laura, do you want to say anything before we start? Do you want to clarify any points before we start?
First, I would like to say, Shane, that I can't see your timer. So if you could put on screen.
It's on top. It's on
I
top
can't
right
see it.
screen.
I can't see it. I was talking to my.
Okay, can everyone see the timer? Can you confirm? The other teammates of Lara, can you confirm?
Actually, when we start talking, like the timer, when we click on the top, like we roll the mouse, we can see the timer. Otherwise, we can't. So it's difficult when we're talking to see the timer.
Okay, so I think right now you just have to maximize the screen because we're not presenting anything. So just maximize the screen. If you're using Apple, please press the green maximize button. If you're using Windows, just use the maximize button, and then on the right you will see. Actually,
but I cannot see it.
Okay, so I'll just give you the time. Right now we stop the timer at 5:16, 5 minutes 16 seconds. We will restart it to 6 minutes.
Okay.
And then any other team members who can confirm, any other teammates of Lara who can confirm that you can see the timer earlier. Right now. Okay. So if the teammates of Lara
You
can see
cannot
it, probably
share it as you did on the last round.
no, but let me see what I can do here. Because it's supposed to be seen on the upper right. It's automatically shared on the live stream as well.
So I'll put on my phone. You tell me when you started, and I will start it here so I can see it. That's
Okay,
fine.
so I'll just give you a timestamp. So in the middle of your speech, I will give you a timestamp, just so that you're aware of the time that we have currently. Okay, but right now we have to proceed with the 6 minutes because we already have restarted it. Okay. Thank you so much, Lara, for taking note of that. 6 minutes should be seen on the upper right now. So Ration AI, please go ahead. Or Lara, if you want to go ahead and clarify some points, please.
Okay, so a point that I would like to raise is that New York Times released a news last week that they talked to Amazon, and Amazon is trying to automate 75% of their operations, and that will make more than 6,000 employees being replaced by robots. So that's a huge unemployment, and they are doing it because they will think that the costs of each product will reduce in 30 cents of dollars, and that in large scale is a big deal, but at what cost for humans' employment?
Well, first of all, there's a big difference between short-term job loss and long-term unemployment. Those are different things. And also, something that AI can actually help in this sense is it is much easier for people to become entrepreneurs with the help of AI. People nowadays they can use AI as a tool to create a company from scratch, and that makes it so much easier not only to create other jobs, because when you make a new company, you need to hire more people and you automatically create more jobs, but it will also help the economy as a whole because you'll be injecting into the economy.
But if everybody starts to be entrepreneurs, we will not have people to work for them. And AI, it's easier to be an entrepreneur with AI because AI can be like an employment. So you can be a by self entrepreneur and only use AI and data and stuff like that, but not really hiring people for jobs.
But she
And
isn't
adding to
saying
that,
that. Oh, can I just say quickly? She isn't saying just to be entrepreneur. She just gave an example, but AI can be used as many other help in many other jobs. Like it helps in efficiency and well, it's helping with medicine and other types of jobs, even agriculture, you know? So it's helping a lot and in efficiency. Not she gave just the example of entrepreneurs because it's a way that you can sit in your home and you can ask questions and you can build from the bottom and start a business.
If AI is supposed to empower workers, why are companies using it to cut labor costs? We already have some real life examples of this. Retails and self-checkout systems, they were first introduced as to help uh, consumers, but it was only to reduce labor costs. By 2024, they eliminated over 1,700 retail jobs in the United States alone. And economists and consumer analysis states this technology as a huge failure, and customers are unsatisfied with this service, but still they succeeded in replacing human work. So even if AI may do a sloppier job or not as good as humans, they can still replace their jobs for companies that want to cut labor costs.
And AI is doing things so fast that if we talk about other technological revolutions and new business that create like Amazon, Apple, Google, there was only a few businesses and they had time like 2 decades to adapt the whole market for it. But AI can be used on every single company nowadays and so fast, like in 2 years, we saw that on every company that people are not having time to adapt it to be new rules to learn about their new jobs, and how can we assure to all people, to lower income people, that they will have the right education to use the right tools on their jobs.
So, Meredith Whittaker, which is the creator of AI Now Institute, says that AI doesn't necessarily replace human labor, it just requires different forms of labor. Nowadays, it's much easier for people to have access to education, including using AI devices, which can be a very helpful tool to learn how to adapt to this new kind of profession. There are jobs that can be replaced, and our generation is the most adaptable to technological change. We were born in this technological world. It's inevitable that we evolve with technology as it has been happening in ages. We have an exponential rise in technological advance since the Industrial Revolution, for example, and it's inevitable that our society evolved with it. And
Okay, thank you, Natalia. I'm so sorry for cutting you girls. I just gave you timestamps over the chat box, so I hope that you guys were able to see the timestamps just so that I don't get to cut while you guys were speaking. So
Yeah,
right
it's
now we
fine.
will
Thank
proceed.
you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So right now we will proceed with the closing statements. Closing statements is 2 minutes as well for each of the team. So just for the benefit of Cognita, I will give you the timestamps as well for the 2 minutes via the chat box. But for Ration AI, you may proceed as is because you see the timer, right? Right. Okay. So please, 2 minutes. Ration AI, please get ready. It should be seen and in any moment right now.
So, to summarize, scientific research proves that AI improves job opportunities and career paths. It mediates entrepreneurship process and demands intense human qualification for the labor market, as stated by Meredith Whittaker, creator of the AI Institute that we just mentioned before. With the rising of scientific and technological research in areas, this job network shifts and expands itself. So society adapts itself to new forms of living and new forms of technological working. Job opportunities change and expand, which isn't a bad thing. It's just a new one that we have to adapt ourselves along with how technology evolves during time. Productivity is amplified and opportunities shift focus. AI is a very complete source, a complete tool that can be used not only to change the market and super value human labor, but also to help people learn how to amplify their job opportunities, amplify their abilities as to fit in this market and to make human labor more qualified alongside the technological advances.
Would that be all, Natalia? All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So right now we will restart the timer to another 2 minutes. And this time for Cognita. Okay, so again, I will give you the timestamps via the comment section. 1 minute, and then the other one would be 30 seconds times the 30-second timestamp, just so that you're aware. Okay. 2 minutes should be seen in any moment right now.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, dear judges, we stand today at a turning point in history, one where technology no longer just supports human work, but starts to replace it. And artificial intelligence is not like past inventions that created new paths for human work. It is different, faster, broader, and far more disruptive. AI is already removing millions of jobs worldwide, especially those entry-level positions that young people rely to begin their careers. And these are not small changes in the job market, they are signs of a deeper transformation. Yes, new jobs will appear, but they are highly specialized, demanding advanced technical skills that most displaced workers cannot quickly gain. And how can we assure that this education for have these skills will be passed for all the peoples? And this creates a dangerous gap, not just between humans and machines, but between those who can adapt and those who are just left behind. The result is a generation facing structural unemployment, lost opportunities, and widening inequality. So, when we hear the claim that AI will create more jobs than it destroys, we must ask, for whom? For the few who design the algorithms, or for the many jobs who are replaced by them? The truth is clear. AI, at this current speed and scale, is destroying the foundation of stable employment faster than we can rebuild it. If we ignore this, we risk a future where human potential is not enhanced by technology, but overshadowed by it. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Laura. That would be all, right? All right. Thank you so much. Okay. So right now, I think we will be finally closing our second round of debate for Ration AI and for Cognita. We will let you know of the results by next week. For now, you may take a deep breath and congratulate yourselves for a job well done on this second round of debate. Okay? I'll see you soon,
It was very
guys,
fun
and please
debate.
wait for further updates.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, Kleber, while waiting for others to arrive, this will be the last match for the day, and I wish you very well on the second round. Just to let you know that we will be having our timer on the upper right screen instead of being shared. Okay, again, for this team, Mateus, Kleber, Thais, Lean, while waiting for your other group mates. For logic forward, we're just waiting for Eduarda, right? Right? Sorry, Mateus, I can't hear
Correct.
you. I'm so sorry.
Correct.
Lean, we're waiting for three more. Seba,
Yeah.
Sarah, and Kian.
Yes, they will join.
Okay. Logic forward all complete. Lean and Sarah here. Seba and Kian only. These are the two people we are waiting. So for logic forward, just to take note, I know that Kleber, Mateus, and Thais were here when I said it. There is a timer that will appear on the upper right screen of your Zoom. So please make sure upper right. So it's not shared. Rather, you will see a timer, like a specific time on the upper right screen, which will show right now. Do you see it?
I can see it.
Okay.
Yes, I can see it too.
Great, Eduarda. Thank you, Thais. So once you see it, it means that we will be running. So you will not hear anything from me during this time. So please make sure that you are also looking on the upper right because I won't give you a go signal once you may already start. We will just start the timer as is. So Lean and Sarah, we're just waiting for 3 more. Sarah came back. Could you please message Seba and Kian? Okay. Sarah and Kian?
Yes.
Okay. We're waiting for Seba. Is she coming?
Yes,
Yeah.
she said she will.
Okay. Could you please reinforce? Because we're actually have to start.
Okay.
And we will start first with the arguments before the logic forward. Just to confirm, arguments, will you be presenting with Seba on the opening statements?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Okay. So just for the benefit of time, while waiting for Seba, I hope that it's okay for logic forward for us to start with the opening statement. Okay. So right now, I will give you time, 2 minutes again. Logic forward for you to start the opening statement. And then afterwards, while waiting for Seba, arguments can start later on. So once you see the timer, please go ahead on the upper right, which you should appear right now.
Sorry, before we start, I would like to ask something. I was watching other rounds, and can we like counter arguments others during the open floor debate or not? Just make sure.
Right now, it should not be. Open for debate is just for you to present your position, your stand, clarify some points, but you're not supposed to ask any questions.
Okay. Three minutes per group, right?
Sorry?
3 minutes per group to talk during the open floor?
Yes.
Thank you so
open
much.
floor. Okay.
Before we
All
start,
right,
can you hear me well?
Yes, clever. So
Okay,
can
thank
we
you.
proceed with the opening statement? Logic forward? Okay, all right. So it should appear.
Good morning, everyone. We are Logic Forward, and today we're going to talk about how AI will destroy more jobs than actually create it. So, everyone will be talking about different branch of this problem, and I hope you enjoy it.
Hey guys, good morning. My name is Klebe, and guys, I partially agree with you. We'll generate more jobs. However, they will require more qualification. In addition, we are treating that as a future thing, but this already happened. According to Isabel Infantes from the new agency Reuters, Amazon already fired more than 14,000 people, which were changed by areas related to AI.
Well, hello, I'm Edward, and the time transition problems refers to the period it takes for a person to adapt to new technology and industries. During that time, a lot of them lose their jobs until new opportunities appear. For an example, the first industrial revolution, a lot of them lose their jobs because of that, and the ones that found it faced poor conditions and low wages.
And hello, my name is Mateus, and I want to talk about how the continuous usage of AI, both in the art industry, has been giving several negative effects to both the artists and the product itself, with tools like ChatGPT being even more frequent in the market.
Also, many low-income countries won't have enough resources to give incentives to companies in order to make all jobs safely transition. For example, there are a lot of countries that have lower GPT. So with that in mind, I would like to say that we should make the best of it ourselves.
Okay, I would take that as the end of your opening statement, right? So right now we will restart the timer for arguments.
Yes.
Okay, arguments.
Okay. Good day, everyone. Today, my team stands firmly with the idea that AI leads to an increase in employment and benefits employees. So, as AI and technology have developed over time, they haven't erased our work. They've only evolved it, making it more efficient and less prone to mistakes. So, as AI advances, our work grows with it. It isn't here to replace people, it's here to support them. So, instead of seeing it as a threat, we should see it as a powerful tool that strengthens and enhances our work.
AI also helps improve the quality of well, right?
Okay, I think
I
Saba
think
had a difficulty.
she's having a technical issue.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we have to proceed.
I can continue
So
for her.
anyone who can, yes, please. Yes,
Okay.
please. Thank you.
So it also helps improve the quality of our work and saves us time. It boosts our productivity and doesn't take jobs away. It only makes them better. So when we work alongside AI, it helps us embrace our potential and open doors to many new possibilities for workers everywhere across different fields. We're done here.
All right, thank you so much. I was expecting another person who will be speaking, but thank you so much for clarifying, Dean. Right now we will proceed
It's
with a
okay.
crossfire.
We actually planned that Saba would be speaking, but she had a technical difficulty, so.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. So thank you so much. So right now we will proceed with the crossfire questions. And as what we did last time with the crossfire questions, each one of you will have turns in answering. So we will proceed first with the arguments asking questions. Logic Forward answers the questions and then proceeds in asking now their question. And then arguments can now answer the question that Logic Forward just asked. So it's like again the opposite way around. If you want to clarify some points, please take this time. You have the whole 8 minutes to clarify statistic points and other data. 8 minutes should start any moment right now. So arguments.
Okay, so my question is is the other team suggesting we should stop technological progress simply because it changes the job market?
Sorry, could you repeat the question, please?
My question is that is your point, and are you suggesting that we should stop technological progress simply because it changes the job market?
So we never said that. We should stop the progress. However, we need to regulate that because if we have a progress, okay, but how we deal with that? I think arguing that we are trying to defend that isn't really clear, but I get your point.
So to
Logic
add
forward.
information, so can I add information?
Yes, you may add information or you may ask now your question.
I want to add information to this answer, can I?
Go ahead, please.
So just to add information, it's not about like putting limits, it's about the way that are applied and the needs related to that.
Can you repeat the question again?
This is not a question, it's just an answer to yours.
Yes.
Are
So
we gonna
anyone
be
from Logic
asked?
Forward? Yes, I believe so. There should be a question. So anyone from Logic Forward, it's your turn now to ask the question. Otherwise, I will call once and twice. Calling once.
So, can I ask now?
Yes.
Okay. Since the Industrial Revolution didn't create enough jobs for each generation, how can we affirm that something that didn't happen on the past can happen right now?
May you please repeat your question?
Sure, no problem. Since the Industrial Revolution didn't create enough jobs for each generation, how can we affirm that that can happen now if that didn't happen in the past?
Could you try and rephrase the question, please?
Sure. Since the Industrial Revolution didn't create enough jobs for each generation, how can we affirm that a thing that didn't happen on the past can happen right now?
I'm sorry, I didn't ask you to repeat your question. I asked you if you could rephrase it in a different way.
We don't understand the exact question you're asking.
Oh, okay. So, like, I'm asking because the Industrial Revolution didn't create enough jobs for each generation. So, I want to know how that can happen right now. Is that more clear?
Yeah, that is more clear. So
Okay.
just because the Industrial Revolution did not bring us enough jobs doesn't mean that we have to stop and not look for more ways to find more jobs. For example, AI has already got us so many jobs, like and new industries, for example, like robotics, machine learning, data science, and it doesn't even stop there. So I don't think that would be an issue.
Arguments? You want to ask your question?
I can ask a question. Okay. So if AI saves time and it reduces errors, so how is that harmful to employment?
Well, the problem is that it doesn't necessarily like the problem isn't that it lowers the time for the employers but the main problem that we are seeing here is that companies are using AI to completely replace workers and their jobs, and they are certainly in a way neglecting the workers' presence in, for example, the factories or establishments. Yes, AI can in a way reduce the time that workers need to spend, but uh, AI, the current way that AI is being used is not by just reducing the time. They are completely replacing the jobs and completely nullifying human interaction and human work inside those places.
Could I reply to that?
Yes, please, Ken. Or Sarah? I think Ken.
Of course, of
Okay,
course.
can.
Go ahead.
Yes, okay. We don't agree that AI will nullify human interactions. We absolutely think that human interactions will be still present. So that doesn't really make sense. That's not our point. We agreed that the revolution of AI should complete and we should like, stay working on it and introducing it to more jobs. That way it can help us and not make us worse off.
Can you repeat it, please? With all due respect.
It's okay, I can repeat it. I said that we don't agree that AI will nullify human interactions. Instead, we think that it will help it, if anything, because instead of the humans having to do like the really intricate and like boring things, AI will do that for us. So that way humans can have more time so that they can interact with each other.
Well, in that case, I understand your point and I understand what you're trying to defend, but in reality, what we are currently seeing is completely different in a way. Just like how Kleber's opening statement was, and that many people from, for example, Amazon were fired. Um, what you're essentially defending, it doesn't necessarily is what's happening in our reality and what will end up happening based on statistics that in the research. AI, even though in your point, it doesn't necessarily mean to nullify workshop. What we are seeing in reality is a completely different way.
Can I reply to that?
You can.
Of course, go
Yes,
ahead.
please.
Okay, as you
50 seconds
mentioned,
more.
you said that it uses power, right? But any power can be abused, does not mean we have to stop it.
Can I, Gwen, please repeat it? Sorry, can you repeat it, please? I didn't quite get it.
Just because AI is being, what we're seeing right now is that AI is being abused, doesn't mean that we should nullify it completely and not let it evolve. If we stop AI from evolving, we will lose a huge chance for humanity.
I never said that we should nullify the usage of AI. What I pointed before is that AI is currently nullifying the worker's place and job, even though it is not essentially what you defended, but they're completely nullifying the job right now, and they will continue to if it's not regulated. And
Okay. All right. So I think we already have to stop there. I will pause for now because I don't want you guys to um take away your minds from the questions that you guys have right now. But I think for now, I would like to ask a moderator twist question for each of you. So this one will not be about any statistics or any data that you showed or any presentation, or not really presentation, but any facts that you mentioned earlier or points, but rather I would like you to put yourselves in these positions. Okay, so let's proceed first with logic forward. Let's turn the other way around. Okay, logic forward, I will ask a question. You have a minute to prepare for the question and 30 seconds to answer only. Please do take note. I'm only asking for 30 minutes. So please make it as straightforward as you can. This is your question. Unemployment rises from 5 to 12% after AI adoption. What should the government do first? Okay, again, unemployment rises from 5 to 12% after AI adoption. What do you suggest the government should do first? You have a minute to think of your answers. The minute or the timer should start any moment right now, but you can think of your answers. And you have 30 seconds to answer later on.
Moderator, I didn't really quite get it completely. Can you please just say it again one more time, please, with all the respect?
Unemployment rises, no worries. Unemployment rises from 5 to 12% after AI adoption. What should your government do first?
All right, thank you a lot. Thank you a lot.
Okay, so you have 30 more seconds to prepare. Think of your answers. So you have 30 seconds, Mateus, or anyone, Eduardo, Thais, and Kleber. Please go ahead.
Okay, so based on the information I was given, what government should do is that it should make incentives and put investments so that more jobs can be, so that AI can be regulated in a way that it doesn't completely exclude the current jobs that they were working on, but they should also be made with human help, and they should make human integration on such work.
Thank you, Mateus. I will now proceed in asking the other group. Okay. Arguments, this is your question. Again, you have a minute to prepare and 30 seconds to answer. Countries with more AI investments have lower unemployment. What can other countries learn from this? Again,
Could you repeat that?
countries, yes, of course. Countries with more AI investment have lower unemployment rates. What can other countries learn from this? All goods? You have a minute now to think of your answer.
We only speak for 30 seconds, right?
Correct, correct.
Okay, thank you.
20 more seconds for the prep. Thirty seconds to answer. Once you see the timer, Sarah, Kian, and Lean,
Yes.
go ahead.
Countries with more AI investment and lower unemployment proves that AI creates opportunity, not crisis. When nations embrace AI, they spark new industries like data science, healthcare tech, and robotics that need human expertise. The lesson is clear. The key isn't to fear AI, but to prepare for it.
By investing in education, digital skills, and innovation, countries can ensure their people work with AI, not against it, creating more jobs, not fewer.
All right, thank you so much. Right now, let's go back. Let's try and go back on the points that you mentioned on the crossfire questions. But this time, again, you're not allowed to ask any further questions, but rather to elaborate your answers, your points, your stand, your motion, as well as the side that you are taking right now. So this time around, we will proceed with the open floor debate. Each one of you have 3 minutes, or not each one of you, each team will have 3 minutes to present their sides, but we will have 6 minutes in total. So the timer will be 6 minutes in total. We will start first with the arguments. Once you hit the 3 minute mark, we will proceed with the logic forward. Okay? So arguments, please get ready. You should be seeing the timer any moment right now. And once you see it right now, please go ahead.
Okay, so this was mentioned earlier, I'm not sure by who, that it's replacing employees. So what we can do, AI is an assistant. So it takes orders. We can steer it in the right direction. We can order it to take tasks, boring tasks, dangerous tasks, and instead we can use our time to do more creative stuff, to get new ideas, and we can skip the boring part. We can skip everything that makes us exhausted. Let AI handle that, and we can handle anything that requires creativity. We can make better use of our time, and this way AI embraces our potential and our creativity.
We
Okay.
still have 2 more minutes.
Yes. So, and it also creates more roles which increases employment. When it creates more roles, we get new positions and places. So instead of having 3 to 4 roles in a team, we can have more than that. And this is how it increases the employment. It's not replacing them, it's helping them gain more employees and, get more better ideas.
I'd like to add to Lean's point by saying that I don't think anybody here can name a genuine major technological revolution in history that permanently reduced total employment. I don't think that's an actual thing, and I don't think it will be just because of AI.
Also, a different point is that the challenge really isn't just job loss, it's also skill transition. That's why AI is so like revolutioning education. Online upskilling platforms like virtual tutors and coding courses are training millions for new digital careers. The result is more people are prepared for more opportunities.
I think that would be all, right? Arguments?
No, I just have one more point to add. The technological revolution, it created more jobs than it destroyed, obviously. Like, for example, the World Economics Forum in 2023 predicts that 97 million new jobs will emerge from AI in roles like data analysis, AI ethics officers, promotes engineers.
Potential is to ignore human adaptability. Our generation is tech savvy, innovative, and capable of working alongside AI to solve problems we cannot even imagine today. AI does not replace us, it enhances us. It gives us the tools to pursue careers that are more meaningful, more specialized, and more future proof.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's proceed now to logic forward. Please go ahead.
So to begin with, I would like to cite a really good data. So according to International Monetary Fund, the growth of impact of AI in the advanced countries would be more than double than in the low-income countries. So that really shows that it's not about AI, but if AI is acceptable, like accessible to every country, because I think that will create more even world scale inequality in the world.
So complementary what I said on the opening floor and also which Thais says, uh, people on the labor will require more qualification. And as our Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, also the most developed countries don't have equal access to qualification, and this will lead to inequality. And in addition, a membership of my family did a job interview last week, and she also interviewed by AI, which shows that AI already substitutes human in most development and most different ways in careers and works.
Well, to add something to my open floor, well, the transition time problem shows that technology often takes more jobs than faster than it creates new ones. For another example for that, the second industrial revolution, where machines quickly took place of artisans and farmers, and new industries like electricity and maybe the chemicals were only created decades later until they find people that actually had those skills. And well, this delay causes unemployment, it causes waste jobs, and lots of other problems.
And to add to my opening statement, I want to speak about a data from Brookings Institution, which, according to them, after the introduction of AI in the digital art market, artists have seen a total drop of 2% on their commissions and contract opportunities, as well as a drop from 5% in earnings. And judging by the progressive state of such data and the progressive state that AI currently is working on a reality, we will only see dropping further.
Okay, thank you so much. We will now proceed with the last part of our round right now, which will be more about the closing statements. So we will start with arguments. With your closing statements, you have 2 minutes. Once you see the
Yes.
timer, please go ahead and presenting your last part.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Start.
As we close this debate, let us remember the central truth. Artificial intelligence is not a job destroyer, it is a job creator. AI automates repetitive, mundane tasks, freeing humans to focus on creativity, problem solving, and innovation. It opens doors to entirely new industries like the AI ethics and countless others, fields that barely existed a decade ago. These are opportunities for our generation, jobs that require a human insight alongside AI capabilities. History teaches us that fear of technology replacing jobs is nothing new. From the steam engine to the internet, every major technological revolution sparked anxiety. Yet humanity adapted, new skills were learned, new industries emerged, and employment grew. AI follows the same pattern. The World Economics Forum projects that by 2025, AI will create 97 million new jobs globally, surpassing the 85 million jobs in maintenance place.
Our generation is uniquely prepared to thrive alongside AI. We are adaptable to accelerate. Rather than fearing automation, we can harness it, building careers that are meaningful, more specialized, more future-proof. AI enhances human potential. It does not replace it. In conclusion, AI is not a threat. It is a partner in progress, a catalyst for innovation, and a source unprecedented opportunity. By embracing AI, we're not losing jobs. Humans and technology can work together to reach heights we have only just begun to imagine. Thank you so much for everything. We are arguing, and this is our argument.
Thank you so much. So we will now restart again the timer for 2 minutes for Logic Forward to close your round, or rather your match. Want to see it, please go ahead.
So I would like to say that the lack of government investment in AI will increase the rate of the gap between workers and equality because it will create a world scale inequality. So the problem will be leveling it up as a worldwide threat.
Well, the lag in work adaptation not only causes temporary unemployment, but can also slow business growth, as companies struggle to find new skilled people that knows exactly how the new technology works.
And if AI continues to be used in a way in the market that it undermines the artist's work and effort, we will only end up seeing the market losing more of its creativity and more of its originality. And very soon, the whole role of artists will soon become non-existent.
So, in conclusion, I would like to say that it's not only about creating new jobs, it's the way they are applied and the needs related to that. And another point that I want to say that is not only about we cannot resolve a problem creating another. In this case, we cannot resolve the problem of unemployment or underemployment if this increase inequality. So finally, I want to say that we are not saying that AI is completely harmful, but need to deal and know how to use that to be good as they can be.
Would that be all Logic Forward? Okay. Thank you so much. All right. So I think that would be all, right? So right now, I just wanted to thank you guys for joining the last match and for being able to attend on November 1st session. Okay. But right now I will be dismissing you. We will announce the winners by next week. For now, have a great rest of the day. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you soon on the next round.
Thank you a lot.
Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye. Have
Thank
a nice
you.
week.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, moderator.